So here is how to do the online homework for the speed, distance, time. I'll do one of each. What you should have figured out is that there's a little triangle, distance, speed, and time. And what that tells you is that distance is equal to speed times time. Speed is equal to distance divided by time, and time is equal to distance divided by speed. So if you've got everything in the correct units, you got to be very careful of the units. Then other than that, you just use your calculator and figure out the answer. So for the first speed, is equal to distance divided by time. So that would be 60 miles per hour. Speed is equal to 104 divided by 8 because it's meters per second. So I'll go in once, carry 213 meters per second, and then the third one is kilometers per hour, 56 divided by 3.5, which is 16. So that's that one done. Now change colour, go for a blue for this one. So distance is equal to speed times time. So the first one's 3 times 50, which equals 150 miles. Next one is, now it's meters per second, so you need to be careful. It's speed times the time, which is 60, so it's 180 meters. And the last one is, got to be careful again because it's in hours and that's 15 minutes, so it's speed times, and 15 minutes is a quarter of the hour, so it would be 0.25, which is 9 kilometers. And if we choose a different colour, purple, we'll do time is equal to distance divided by speed. So 480 divided by 6, which equals 80 seconds. Then we've got miles and miles per hour, so that's the same. 30 divided by 20, which equals 3 over 2, which equals 1.5 hours. And the last one is 416 divided by 16, which is 16 goes in the 4 twice, 26 hours. So that's what you had to do for the first part, which seems pretty straightforward. So now, if I scroll down, let's see. Part 2. there's a couple of problems. So here we've got part 2, which it says a car travels 200 miles in 2 hours 30 minutes. So this time, just go for a nice black. Says work out its speed. So what you've got to do is know that 2 hours 30 minutes is equal to 2.5 hours. So speed is equal to distance divided by time. So it's going to be 80 miles per hour. So that's that one. Change back to purple. A car travels, so distance is equal to, and it's speed times time. Now I can't write 3 hours 10 minutes. I need to change. So what I can say is it's 3 hours, but I need to change 10 minutes into hours by dividing by 60. So it's 1/6. So it's 3.1667. Which is 152 miles. So it's important you know how to change minutes into hours. So that's that one done. Change back to red. It says the distance from Antville to Beaverton is 210. So distance equals 210 kilometres. And Mr. Caterpillar travels at a speed of 30. So speed is equal to 30 kilometres per hour. How long does it take him? Well, time is equal to distance divided by speed, which is 70 hours. No. 7 hours. 70 is crazy. 7 hours makes more sense. So that's that one done. And then it says on his return journey his average speed was 42. Work out his average speed for the whole journey. So this is where it gets a little bit harder. So on the way his speed was 30. And on the way back his average speed was 42. So if I add them together I get 72 kilometers per hour. And then I just divide it by 2 because he went there and back. So that's 36. And I just confirm that 36 one. Don't know if it's going to be the same. Slightly different. 28 plus 22 is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. So it's not that method. So it's slightly harder then. So I need to find out his total distance then. So the distance from Antville to Beetleton in one way is 210, so I've got 210 plus 210, which is 420 kilometres. And the time it takes him is 7 hours. On the first journey. Now if his average speed is 42, then the time on his second journey is going to be 210 divided by 42, which is equal to 5 hours. So the total time is equal to 12 hours. So I've got my total distance, I've got my total time, so the average speed is going to be distance divided by time. Which, if I half it, is going to be 210 divided by 6, which is 105 divided by 3. Which is going to be 35 kilometers per hour. That makes more sense. Okay, hopefully that task helps you out, guys. I'll do the next one.